Hello, Z! Here's Rosie! This is a pre-recorded session. Figured I'd give that a try, given all the issues I've been having with streaming. A little less pressure, a little more just feeling how things work out, and I am joined today by the one and only Woolric.
Hello, this is me. I am Sheep.
Yeah, the sheep. The sheep. Let me turn on the Discord reactive thing so that people can, see your little avatar bouncing up and down. You should get an actual one of those.
Yeah, I'm still working on. I'm trying to work on a real avatar design. I can't figure out what kind of bangs I want or anything, so it's getting hard to finish off.
That's such a big barrier for doing these things, because it's really important to convey yourself in the way you want, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't do it right, then it's okay, we've immediately got enemies right here. I haven't even talked about the game yet. If you don't do it right, then it's you're giving people the wrong impression. But how can you give people the right impression if you don't know what you're doing yet? So it becomes this whole thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Castlevania Curse of Darkness. And it makes me ask, what was this year? Because the last time I streamed this was in September of last year. That was over a year ago.
Whoa.
Yeah, right? I knew it had been quite a while, way too long, because I kept putting this whole thing off, because, on that last stream, I did it with D-Bomb, and it was kind of oh, maybe this works better for this type of game, to just always have a friend to collab with. And then it just kept not happening. I had a list that was you were on there, and Yuffie was on there, and of course I could just get Noth in for an episode. And it just wasn't happening for whatever reason. But this got way out of hand. And thinking about it, this whole year has just been weird. I'm very proud of the album I made, but everything else has just kind of been on the back burner. Has that been a thing for you this year?
Yeah, I definitely feel that. My contracts at my work keep bouncing around, and I did finally kind of break my artist's block, but not hard enough that I've gotten anything done yet.
Yeah, art is hard right now for me too. I'm doing some commissions, and then it's okay, you have this kind of obligation, so that makes it easier to just be all right, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
But for just my own artistic satisfaction, I found it difficult for a lot of this year. I guess I'm just maybe a little bored, and I don't know what to change to. Oh, hello, buddy. What to change to make it exciting again.
Right. I'm kind of my problem is really just that I'm kind of a worker ant. If someone with authority over me sets a block of time where I need to be working, then I've got no problem. If it's okay, during this time you can draw or play video games, I'll choose the third option, sleep.
Sleep. That's a good option to have, though. I don't know if you can
no
hear
one
the
ever
music.
say I'm unrested.
Can you hear the music well right now?
Yeah.
This is very East.
Yeah, I can hear it.
I
I hope it gets a big guitar solo at the end too.
Oh, that'd be rad. They could do it. I mean, it's the same composer of Symphony of the Night, so unless Konami had scared away all of their guitar guys by this point, it should be possible. Yeah, of course, not playing a game for a year means that I have to be what the fuck was I doing? Especially in this game that is, a little less straightforward than the previous one, Lament of Innocence, because that was to kind of just choose your Mega Man level. And then here it's all just no, this is the real castle. and you get to have all the secrets, and you get to craft items. It was Jurgen
Ja, das stimmt
Konami.
mir gut.
It was Jurgen Konami explaining the appeal of this game.
I should have him at my next pitch meeting.
Neat.
Yeah, you see, this goes in the arm.
Oh, this
then
is
you
even
put
more
the-
geese.
Oh yeah.
Like, this just straight up sounds like something I've heard in like Orc of Nepishtim or Oath and Flagana, one of those. Man, that's crazy.
It's those. I don't know if this is like the right term. It's like mini arpeggios going on. Those little flourishes.
Yeah, they might also be using some of the, the same like synths or samples. It's possible. That's always fun when you like recognize things like that. Like, I remember some years ago there was like a commercial on TV, and they had some just like kind of cheaply made rock music, and I was like, wait a minute, I know those drum samples. I use those. Some of the like expansiveness of this game had me kind of wondering if this really works for just like a 3D game like this. Because I played plenty of 2D games where it's just like, find the secret walls and do all this shit. And I guess it's easier to parse because you don't have that third dimension. Because then it's just like, okay, you got like 4 directions to go in. There's 2 that'll have secret walls probably, maybe. And here's just like, well, any of this could be a secret. I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Also, don't
I
know where I'm going
always.
right now.
I feel like there's some sort of like extra dimension, like a 4th dimension. I mean, for like finding secret walls. It's kind of hard to explain.
I feel like 3D gaming definitely like just made things more complicated for everyone.
Yeah, but like I'm like at the same time I'm like, well, I feel like it's always harder to find secret walls in a 2D game, even though there are like an 1/8 as much total wall space. And when I think about that, I'm like, that doesn't really quite make sense, does it?
No, because I'm thinking a lot of the tricks you could use to make a secret wall like more obvious to someone who's looking for one would work either way. Like here's a crack in the wall, or here's like a purposely misaligned texture so that like, hey, that's not a real wall. That's gonna slide or something. Oh, Eve learned poison
you're not
powder.
a wall.
Eve is my favorite Pokemon. God, I'm stun locked. Oh wait, no, I can't attack because I'm like cursed or some shit. That's cool. Look at this. I'm trying to attack, it's like there's even like vibration to go with it. Okay, it wore off.
Oh,
Man, that's actually more annoying than it is in Symphony.
when that first Little Legion guy exploded into a pot, I thought you like carved him into an apple core.
Oh, that would be so cool. That would be a very cool, like, specific death animation. I could see, like, like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest doing something like that. Because that, one of the, like, really charming things in that game is that, enemies will, like, their sprites change if they're close to death. So I could totally see a round enemy just, like, becoming an apple core shape. That'd be really fun. So there's this bit on the map here that's just kind of floating, and I don't know how to get there because there's no other, like, gateways. There's this part I can't get to. So I'm just gonna go back and see what the hell was going on. I watched some of the last VOD earlier, but, like, it wasn't actually that helpful for figuring out what the fuck I was doing again.
Dang.
You know, Lament is definitely more Rosie conducive because you have that whole like, okay, go into this level, go into this area with the little teleport, and then that's what you're doing right now. And, you know, also this being 3D means that you can't have the map be quite as clear. Because in a 2D Castlevania, or you know, any search action game, you're gonna be able to just, like, look at the entire map and be like, oh, I haven't gone to this part. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Maybe I missed something there.
Yeah.
And here it's just like, okay, in this one area, there seems to be one place that might hold the key to continuing, and I can't get to it, so it must be somewhere else in the game. Man, these guys are going all over the place. Earlier when I was testing, actually, I think I crafted this weapon from scratch? Or at least I switched to it. This wasn't what I was using, I think. Maybe. Because the weapon I was using just did like one big swing. Yeah, it did that. Okay, so this is the weapon I had on my save, but it wouldn't let me do a combo. It just immediately like one swing and then it went to that. Maybe it was the controller, I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
But like, I guess that works. Okay. Start
Since we did run into some trouble with the other controller.
Yeah, that one... I don't know what's going on with that. I remember it working fine, but it was just kind of sticky and weird. Okay, I have this Zweihander. Zweihander.
Zweihand.
It doesn't have an umlaut on it, though. So it would be Zweihander, but I think that's incorrect, isn't it?
Yeah.
It should be Zweihander, because it's two hands.
Yeah,
plural.
Because if it's multiple hands.
Okay, yeah, so I do have some other stuff here. Crafting,
actually, I don't know
like
if an Einhänder, or if it would be Einhand, or...
Yeah, I don't know if, like, the case of it being an adjective, kind of, I don't know. I was not good at German in school. Like, at all. Yeah, here you get the classic slow shit, if you want to play it like Dark Souls, I guess.
I spent a lot of time, like, just rabid curiosity trying to find out if, like, La Chupacabra would get the, like, El Gato La Gata, like, conjugation in Spanish.
So
I'm still not confident in my answer.
It'd be like a chupacabro.
Yeah. El Chupacabro. Because, like, I'm like, don't quote me on this, because this isn't my, like, language of specialty, but it's like, Chupacabra is like, it's like the goat sucker, but also, like, it can change based on how many goats it sucks, or something?
I guess it evolves. It, like, ranks up if it sucks enough goats.
Yeah, so it's like a Chupacabra has only sucked one goat, but if a Chupacabras has sucked many goats. Or something.
I learned about the Chupacabra as a kid from Dexter's Lab.
I feel like it's always just been in the culture, as far as I know. Like where I've been living.
Okay, again, you got this weird floaty square over here. I'm just like, what, am I supposed to be able to get to that? What's going on here?
Yeah, that's the place where you practice your rotation on striking dummies.
Fair enough. Can I, like... Oh, I can swap. Okay, that makes sense. Why didn't I try that before? How do we, like, zoom out? Okay, it's the buttons. It's kind of funny how long it took us to get to, like, the 3D control setup we're all used to now.
Yeah!
I think there's something over there I haven't gone to, so, like... I I think green might be teleport. Let me see.
I'm like, I still have a little bit of the muscle memory in my fingers of like, oh, turning left and right is for the bumpers.
It's just like
And I basically, and I basically don't play retro games, at least compared to you. So
if it's a PS1 game, I'm used to the controls being weird, especially because a lot of games came out before analog was a thing, or at least on the PlayStation it was, But with PS2 games, like many of those still have like, weird jank compared to what we have now too.
yeah, because even though the stuff was invented by then, it hadn't really caught on.
And of course, some things aren't necessarily like better or worse, but just the conventions changed, like having to use the L and R buttons to like swap tabs. So if you've been playing modern games, then like you're gonna be like, what the fuck? How do I do this? If you get in the menu.
Yeah.
I recently dropped Mega Man Legends because I could not deal with the controls in that game. Because it's got this auto aim, and I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but it's just like really ass.
Yeah. I think I could stand it, but I just ended up forgetting to play that game. I need to get back to it.
I really love the presentation. It's very charming and it holds up really well. I just cannot with the gameplay very much.
Right.
And someone on Blue Sky was like, what do you mean horrible controls? Do you not play PS1 games? And I'm like, not ones like this, I guess. What am I doing wrong? And they gave me some tips. And, maybe I'll just give it another shot and try to, like, play by the game's own rules, but, like, I don't know. Not right now. Was that thing I just grabbed important, or was it just kind of... just kind of sitting there, so I would assume, like, it's important in some way, but... yeah, sun tears. It's just a material? So, what's the point of that? Maybe it'll make something really good later, but right now I just want to know how to get to the next part of the game.
Yeah.
Apparently this game actually looks best on Xbox. I didn't even know it was on Xbox until I was looking up, like, okay, how do I, like, get the best graphical fidelity out of this? 'Cause I guess for some reason it doesn't support progressive mode on the PS2, but it does on Xbox. And this was the only one on Xbox. Lament wasn't on there. That was only PS2.
I thought you were going to say this is the only one on Xbox, lamentably.
I lament the lack of Xbox support.
Hark.
Like, I'm kind of like getting into the original Xbox just because it's kind of like, oh, here's this like secret console that I never played as a kid that like might actually run a bunch of games I like better.
Yeah, that's definitely a way to look at it.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy to find that out for some games because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm used to like GTA 3 just running like trash because I've only ever seen the PS2 version, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess there's like a PC version, but that's probably got its own jank, and then it's just like, nah, you just play it on Xbox and it's way better. I'm like, whoa, okay. I've been missing out? And it's weird because Xbox has that whole, like jock reputation. And then it's just like, yeah, but it was actually like the most technologically advanced console of that generation. I'm like, my fucking office chair is always sagging. I'm always talking about that. But like, it sagged so far, my face just went behind the mic automatically.
Just sitting on the ground now.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, no, I still don't know where I'm going. And because this whole thing is so open-ended, if I want to look at a walkthrough, I'd have to be like, all right, what did I do? Okay, I fought Trevor, right? All right, maybe that's relevant.
Ugh. Well, I guess if you weren't recording this, you could probably just get away with just going to every dead end in order.
I mean, I could, edit that later.
Oh yeah,
Depending on whether we say anything interesting, I suppose.
yeah.
Welcome to the Rosie and Woolie hangout with occasional Castlevania.
Yeah. We just play for like 2 straight hours, and all we get from it is the beginning, the end, and the middle part where you're like, what are you even talking about?
Well, as long as it's entertaining, I could freaking do whatever, Where?
Yeah.
What was I trying to do again? Even within just the limitations of like, okay, I'm trying to get somewhere, it's already just like, what? I think I wanted to go to the what is it? The Garibaldi Temple. What? Cannot move to. Is that where I am right now? Maybe I want to go to the other one then. Christ.
Wee. That's an A+ teleport animation.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't entirely know how that works on a physical level, but what is this over here? There's like a Batman symbol on the map. Okay, that's just telling me that I'm going to this area, which I can't progress through. Because you got that Devil May Cry shit where what the fuck is this gravity?
Oh yeah.
I have never liked that kind of jumping. And maybe that's a weird reason to be like, oh, I don't like Devil May Cry because of the jumping, but it just always feels really strange to me. Okay, maybe if I get all the way up there, there's like a place that maybe I haven't gone. So I'm gonna try that.
Well, if you don't like if you don't like the jumping in Devil May Cry, then you can't enjoy Enemy Step. I understand.
What is Enemy Step?
It's where you jump on their heads.
Oh.
It became a little bit of a meme, because for a little while there, and I think people really stopped after Final Fantasy 16 came out, but everyone was like, whenever someone involved with Devil May Cry made a game, everyone was like, oh, this game has Enemy Step. That's hype. And I'm like, I never liked Enemy Step.
God, this guy feels so slow to control.
Yeah, I think they could have made a lot of those environments like 1/4 of the size.
I guess when it was like, okay, we're gonna make our protagonist look suspiciously like Alucard, and we're gonna put Trevor Belmont in it, and maybe all that fan service will bring people around. And then someone, for some reason, was like, what if we have the walking speed from Dracula X on SNES? Everyone likes that, right?
Yeah.
These armor knights were just all like practicing their like synchronized little swoosh for when someone comes in to fight them. What's the block button again? This is like a cool block.
Yeah, they were doing like one of those like tool-assisted speed run Monster Hunter runs, where everyone has the same weapon and they're doing the same inputs to kill it as fast as possible.
That's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing.
Some people do it RTA, which is really fun to watch.
I still need to try Monster Hunter.
Absolutely.
After this backlog attack arc, it's gonna be on the list.
Yay! Whatchamacallit, I love those things where someone introduces someone to Monster Hunter. I think I could be one of those. I'm very informative.
Yeah. Informational.
Information. trepidation. I ran out of rhymes.
That reminds me of that fucking, like, Saint Anger clip. Where James Hetfield's just like, Protector! Infector! Or whatever
With
he's
what?
saying. Metallica lyrics are interesting sometimes. Or very uninteresting. and uninteresting in an interesting way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it's
Like,
not.
how did we get here?
You know, it's not. It's a bad lyric. It's not funny bad in a way where it's just like, oh, look at this funny thing he's saying. But it's still just kind of fascinating in like how hacky it is.
Yeah, like watching a train wreck. By the way, don't watch train wrecks. Like, they shoot shrapnel for like dozens of kilometers.
What is train wrecks?
That's my advice for today.
Oh, you mean like as a rule? I thought there was like
As
a
a rule,
movie
yeah.
called Trainwrecks where they shoot shrapnel.
Yes, yeah. like whatchamacallit? Freaking one guy was like trying to film a 2-train wreck, and like it flew so far, like he was like a mile or like 2 miles away or something, and a piece of one of the trains went through his camera and into his head.
Oh god.
Very dangerous.
Oh jeez. It's fucked up.
Yeah. So don't do it, as a rule.
Okay. What I'm expecting to happen is I'm gonna go into this corridor and gonna get to the end where the part I haven't been to is, and this is gonna be a locked door or something.
I had not considered that. I'm used to games marking locked doors.
It's just fully what I'm expecting because I'm looking at the layout and I'm like, why would I not have already gone that way? Right?
Yeah, incredible point.
See, I told you it was locked. I was correct, Mundo, once again. And I
knew it.
It
I
looks
knew
like
this was going to happen, but I believed in you anyway.
It looks like the sort of thing where I need to find a switch. Oh, right, these are red fuckers that keep getting back up. I don't know, maybe a mystery square will hold a switch. Let's go try going there. Let's see if we can go there.
Go to Stone Sea Sky.
Pray return to the waking sands.
Yeah, pray return to the waking sands.
Right now, I'm just like, yo, this isn't an RPG. This is so different from what I've been doing for weeks. See, this just sounds like Castlevania. Whereas, you know, before it was like, oh, this is like East. This is like, yeah, you can't really mistake this for any other game. Look at him trying to, like, sidestep into my range. This fucking Baraka's over here.
1 damage.
I don't remember what triangle does. it like makes a triangle show up on them. I thought there was like a secondary like attack or something like that, but I don't know.
What level were the things in the area we started in?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to that at all.
Oh, okay. I'm like... Maybe... Okay. Well, this is at least probably in a progress somehow?
Yeah, like, it feels like I need some sort of traversal upgrade to be able to cross that gap in the other area.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's this weird, like, you know, like, cut-out curve. But I'm over here, so I'm just like, what is that? Oh.
Oh,
here I can get into the water for some reason. That's
Not into the waterfall, though.
yeah. Okay, so it's the waterfall. All right, understood, game. I don't know why I can go down here at all then, but sure. Maybe there was something there and I picked it up a year ago. Going the right way? Yes. It's so weird having the game audio come through the TV, but also through my speakers because of the recording setup we're using. And it, you know, it sounds better through the speakers, obviously, but also it's like very slightly delayed.
Right. After you said that this can't be confused with Ys anymore, I'm like continuously trying to compare it to other game series.
Now this is just like absolute like Castlevania 100%.
One of the synths sounds like 6 through 8 era Toho. Like during the like more down part, like the I don't know the word.
Is it like the
another part of the
harpsichord?
song sounds like frickin' Alice's field theme.
Is it like the harpsichord that? I'm trying to just to be like,
yeah.
what if these instruments could be in a Toho? Because there's no trumpets, there's no zunpets.
Not in this track.
I was actually playing Dawn of Sorrow last night, and like the main theme that plays on the first area has this part. You know, the main part is just like, oh yeah, this sure is Castlevania music that fits this area. But then it's just like this part where this brass section comes in and just makes me think like Soma Crew's Tokusatsu Hero.
Yeah.
And we got more of this crap, but there's like a little thing over here. They really should have just had a freaking mini-map here for Rosie purposes. Oh god, I can't even see. This is so dark that it's just like TV glare right now.
Okay, yeah, it was the harpsichord that was making me think that. Well, no, this part too.
Oh.
It's got those mini horns.
Ow. Yeah, there's like a flute of some kind? I'm trying to identify what kind of thing that is. But yeah, I can absolutely hear it. This thing just no-sells whatever I'm doing to it. Okay, there we go. I don't even know what it's called because the enemy names only seem to pop up when something dies, and I think that thing just kind of died on its own.
Well, it looked like a cockatrice.
Yeah, but you never know if they're going to name it something weird.
There is another thing that's like related to a cockatrice, but isn't one.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Cockatrice. Is it cockatrice or cockatrice? Ow.
I'm
Like,
gonna look that
I
up.
always said cockatrice, but looking at it, it's like, oh yeah, it could be. Did I die? Looking at my health. Oh no, Eve just
no.
got something.
Oh,
God, what is this again? Devil shards? This is something to do with the fucking Shin Megami Tensei shit. Oh god, I don't remember these mechanics. What am I doing? Devil shard. By devil forging this devil shard, you'll be able to create a fairy type innocent devil. Oh, so I can like multiply them? I don't know what that does, but... Oh, maybe if this one dies, I can make another. Yeah, I think that's how it works. This is gonna be so weird to watch on YouTube, like binging the playthrough, because it's just gonna seem like I'm having some sort of memory issue. Well, I do, but, you know, a more serious one.
So it is cockatrice.
Okay.
But this is weird.
You know what I was always kind of stymied by? Catoblepus.
Once more?
Catoblepus.
Catoblepus.
Because I always thought it was like supposed to be like French, like it would be like, oh, Catoblepa or something. But the katakana in like Final Fantasy for it is like Catoblepus, and I'm just like, what is this word? And no one could tell me what it actually means, what its origin is.
I always thought it was Kabodalpa.
Kabodal?
Kabodalpa.
This is one of those words that just gives you acute dyslexia. I just went in a fucking circle. Why'd you do that to me, game? I discovered this new path just to end up back where I started, which says something about life, really.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it spelled with the K. The Catobleps makes it a lot clearer. Also, the etymology makes a lot more sense than cockatrice. Because cockatrice is just like it because it comes from calcatrix, which is just someone who like knows the direction. So a tracker.
I feel like I'm being fooled right now. What is the etymology for Catoblepas?
Oh, the one who looks downwards.
Huh. What language is it from?
Catoblepus. Catoblepus is like combined Latin and Greek. Meanwhile, it looks like cockatrice, so it says it's a Latin translation of a Greek word.
I wanna like look up a guide here because I'm stumped, but I don't even know what to search for here.
Right.
I'm just gonna be like, how to unlock the doors with the swords. No, that doesn't.
Who was the last guy you found that you killed?
I know I fought Trevor Belmont. Like, at least the first time. I don't know if he comes back to fight me again.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I did after that. Because I didn't make any notes there. We can...
I'm like, let's see.
Forgive me, I am sinning by going to a fandom wiki because there's no independent Castlevania wiki. Someone please get on that. I'm looking at
There's a lot of optional bosses.
I'm looking at like abilities. Like maybe if I could see what I've unlocked and what I haven't unlocked, then I can figure this out.
Well, first, what area are you in again? It's Bal something?
Yeah, the Baljat Mountains, I think. Stop it.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like this is backwards.
I'm seeing there's something that opens doors called Brute Force, which is at the Garibaldi Temple. And I guess I don't have it because I didn't see it on the list.
The Trevor fight is also in the Garibaldi Temple. So we've been running backwards.
That seems about right, honestly. Okay, complete map of the Garibaldi Temple. Garibaldi!
Yeah!
Everyone loves Garibaldi. I hope there's not a real guy called Garibaldi who sucks. You know?
Yeah, we'll have to edit that out.
Maybe in the beastie area I can see who I've beaten there already? Maybe there's like a boss section around here somewhere? No? That would be too convenient. Alright, let's look at the Garibaldi temple map so I can try to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, we
Apparently,
got...
Garibaldi was an Italian general during the unification of Italy.
Huh. Was he named Gary and was he bald?
He was balding.
Okay. Close enough, I suppose.
He had a 5 head and a comb over, according to these pictures.
Okay, this map is pretty alright. I'm just trying to figure out, like... Okay, there's this second floor. There's a basement. And there's like an inner part that I don't have, but I don't know how to get there. Like, okay, there's like another door from the first floor going there.
Yeah.
And I get a small crack. Use Devil ID's magic circle skill. I'll have to see if I have that. I don't know if this is like optional or whatever, but I'm just like, okay, there's a boss, that's at least something I can do.
Yeah.
Brute Force level 1 is up here. Okay. Let's just go to Garibaldi's temple first.
Yeah, that's the important part.
And then I can see like what I can try on the way. Garibaldi's basics. Can we get some official Baldi's Basics lore that its first name is Gary?
Hello, I'm Professor Oak. This is your rival. What is his name again? Baldy.
Oh my god. I've been playing Lufia 2, and there's this recurring boss who looks like Gary Oak without a nose. So he might be descended from both the Oaks and the Krillins.
Whoa.
Although I don't know how the noseless trait works, because, like, Krillin's daughter didn't have a nose when she was little, but then in GT she does.
She grew one.
But it's one of those weird writing things where it's like this guy is completely incompetent and he's never hard to defeat. But he still keeps leading the heroes into traps so that they can be busted out by this one dude. So it makes the heroes look like complete morons.
Yeah, it's just like rock, paper, scissors.
Oh god, the teleporter's so far away.
Smart beats strong, strong beats weak, weak beats...
Ah!
You know, the triangle makes a lot less sense now that I talk myself through it.
Okay, so I think the triangle skill I have is like steel, but I don't know how it works. I just know on the last VOD I said I didn't like the mechanic, so...
Right. Yeah!
Ah! Extra fun is I have I don't know how to see how long we've been going at any point, so you're gonna have to tell me when we need to cut this out.
How long are we aiming for, I guess?
I mean, usually, you know, my streams are like, I went the wrong way again! This is when I'm constantly checking the map. You know, usually my streams are like 2 to 3 hours, depending. You know, your energy levels are going to be what they are, so...
Yeah, right.
I hope there's some sort of run skill. Some way to go faster later in this game, because this light jog is not going to cut it.
Yeah, he's going for distance, not for speed.
He's going the distance!
He's going for a full 24.
Damn it, how do I keep missing the fucking exit? Wait, in the song, though, they're like, he's going the distance, he's going for speed, so... Now I'm confused.
I guess he was just doing both. I mean, like... they're not exclusive of each other, just sometimes you might have to make a choice.
It is about self-destructive behavior and trying to, like... have a successful career, so it makes sense that he would try to do both, and, you know...
Gotcha. Yeah, he's like a shonen anime character who just got an ability that kills you slowly.
He's like a shonen anime character, but reality happens.
Yeah. It kills you slowly, but it never actually comes up again that it kills you slowly. Mm-hmm. Except that it does come up again, and he dies.
Darn. See, I like in Dragon Ball Z when Tenshinhan just, like, blasts the fuck out of Cell with, like, a Super Kikoho over and over. Because it's like, you know, I'm fucking doing something right here. This might actually help if the characters don't all become idiots. And then he does almost die. And it's just because Goku decides to teleport in and grab him that he's able to not die.
So, like, that doesn't even have to... I always kind of thought that didn't even have to have the, oh, but he might die from this, like, attached to it. Because, like, if you don't get the first shot off, that's really impractical. Like, the only reason Cell kept getting hit was because he got hit by the first one and shoved underground.
Well, I think what it's supposed to be is when the Kikoho's first introduced, it's like, oh no, don't use that, it'll like, it'll shorten your lifespan or whatever, it'll kill you. And it's supposed to be emblematic of you know, Tenshinhan being like this self-destructive person at that point, because he's still like an assassin trained by Tsurusenin. And then, you know, obviously because the characters get so much exponentially stronger, presumably that would stop really having an effect on him after a certain point. Although he does die by Kikoho when he's trying to destroy Nappa, because he's already exhausted, and then he uses it and then he dies.
I wonder if the sages being Suru and Kame is like an old joke.
Yes, I think it is. I don't remember what exactly it's a reference to, but I'm pretty sure it's like some old tale or martial arts thing.
I've brought up before the mantra Surukame, which is may I live for 100 years like a swan, may I live for 1,000 years like a turtle, or something to that effect.
Okay, this
is like, it does mean wiseness, but like these two guys being the ones specifically, I'm like, oh, that's probably just a joke about how old they are.
So I'm at where brute force is obtained, and how do I even like see that I have it? Like, clearly I do, because it's not in the room, but like it's not in the skill list. So yeah, presumably it was on this pedestal here, and then I got it, and now I can just hit through certain walls. But not those locked doors, though, so The search continues.
As the journey continues.
Next time on Castlevania Ball. Maybe the thing about the Shinki Koho is just that he's able to, like, rapid fire it like that. Because that's how they present it in the games.
Yes.
That it, like, you know, you can blast it over and over, but it does drain your health quite a bit.
Right, so... Okay, yeah, I'm feeling it now.
People are also always like, how does he, like, make a triangle shape, but then it's a square? And it's like... It wasn't a triangle originally. If you look at him do it the first time, you know, the thumbs are, like, aimed down, so it is kind of like a square.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will lead me to the basement, but presumably the part I've already been to? But let me just, you know, check to be sure here. Man, Tenshinhan's a cool character.
Yeah.
Just, like... Toriyama just didn't care about him, and then people didn't care about him, but I think he's cool. Okay, so the other basement entrance is, like, behind a thing where I'm gonna need, like, a familiar skill, I guess? Let's see if, okay, it says use Devil ID's magic circle skill, so can I see if I have that somehow? I don't know how to see that. You get out of my way, Slagra, so I can get rid of that. Okay, she's got heal. Go away, man. I'm trying to figure out my little friend here. You're just getting in my way? Rude. Yeah, I wish I could just end the menu, see what all this shit is, so then I wouldn't have to, like, be like, alright, Ferdinand, you can, fucking...
There it is.
Brute Force level 2. Okay, so it's a skill for them.
Yeah, I just found that out right as you switched. I'm like, oh, she already knows.
But that's not the skill I was looking for. That says I need Magic Circle, so I wonder what Brute Force can go through. Because those locked doors look like something where you need a switch or something, and I'm not seeing that.
Brute Force is for big doors.
Whatever qualifies that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like there's a room near the bottom I haven't gone to, but it just says that it is a potion in it, so I guess that doesn't really matter. I like that the rooms are numbered on this map I'm looking at. That's very cool. Because it makes it easy to communicate when you've got, like, multiple people trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
But yeah, ultimately, I still don't know where to fucking going. Okay, if you see an iron door, you can use brute force, but I don't see any of those. Okay, there's one there, which I clearly already went through. There's a chair on this map. Because Castlevania. I guess I can't get to that one place until I get the Magic Circle Guru. I guess I'll grab the other areas I can go to and look at their maps.
Yeah, the next one marked is the Mortiva Aqueduct.
Yeah, that's where we started today.
Oh, we started?
And I couldn't get to that one bit, but looking at the map now, there's not actually, like, okay, there's something called the Brooch of Bonds there, but that might just be equipment.
Brooch.
Well, why is it spelled brooch then?
Imagine it. You know what? Another etymology chance. Let's go. Oh, it's because it's Middle English.
Oh, those wacky Englanders. Okay, what the... I'm comparing the map right here, and it's showing like this whole big thing I don't have yet, but looking at that passage here, it says that it leads to the second floor, so I don't know how that works.
Huh.
Maybe if you go up there and then go to another door that leads to the first floor, you'll end up back somehow? I don't know. I'm so confused right now.
Well, if you're not getting it on the map, then we should at least probably go back there for now.
Yeah.
Like...
How do I get there, though, from here? Because I don't
like
think I had a teleporter.
Back in the mountains?
I don't think I have a teleporter for that part, so I'm just looking at... Okay, Bulgent Mountains. Okay, yeah, I see it. Back to the teleporter we go. Fortunately, we're not that far.
Yes. Oh, by the way, this isn't really here nor there, but we're gonna have to sync my audio at some point. I pressed it at a weird time at the beginning.
Oh.
But probably we'll just do it at the end so that it's like you don't have to look hard to find it, I guess.
Yeah, I do have a version of your audio, obviously, so I might be able to just sync it through that.
Okay.
It's not like we're gonna get drift, right?
Yeah.
That would be wacky.
Imagine if both sources drifted.
Oh god. Well, see, this is why I have a proper audio interface, so that doesn't happen. Okay, so this will take us to... Mortvia. I guess it's because it's Death Road, but, like, it doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it?
And it looks like Mortvia is not a person, so...
Like, they could have... Maybe they should have called it, like, Mortavia? Mortavia?
Mortvia.
Yeah, there you go. Fernandez is right in front of me as I enter the room for some reason. Okay.
He's ready to fight.
Yeah, well, you know, that's good. That's what he's supposed to do.
I can jump?
I know that if I just fucking go, knowing that, oh, I checked the map and, you know, there's only one place to go, I will forget to check the map when there are actually two doors and I'm just not seeing it, so... Hey, man, don't lose all that health. It's not good. Maybe I should unsummon you while I'm doing this. It's kind of funny that he needs an actual animation for that. Now, I really hope there's not going to be some fucking weird audio issue that I didn't anticipate at the end of this.
Yeah, I also hate when bad things happen unexpectedly.
Yeah, okay. I don't need to get all sassy on me.
That kind of sass is always just on autopilot for me.
Okay, these guys are just gonna keep showing up, I guess.
Cool.
So might as well save while we're here, because we might actually make progress, and I don't want to fucking get bodied and then have to do all that shit again.
Yeah.
Ever since my therapist pointed out that I say progress instead of progress, I'm really just like noticing it every time I say it. But like they're both okay, right? Is this like a regional thing?
I think so.
And it should be progress because you know, it's pro.
Yeah. Moving in the positive direction.
Oh man, the two versions of the game audio actually do seem to be drifting further apart.
No.
But you know, that's just OBS monitor stuff, so I'm not too worried about that. Because it should only be recording one of them anyway. And
Right.
if it is recording two, then, you know, one of them is going to be on your track, which I'm going to replace anyway, so it's going to be okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't been here? What? How did I...
Ooh.
How did I miss that? None of this was necessary this whole time. Let me kill this Dark Warlock.
What have we been fighting for?
No, this isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go... Well, there's no reason for me not to go on, because I just figured out what to do.
Iris!
I'm a fool! Iris! Iris!
Iris, you're healthy and safe! Oh, I can go on! What have I been not fighting?
So, why can't they just rebuild the Reploids who die? Because they've rebuilt Zero.
I basically know nothing about X lore.
Like, I guess they could just, you know, establish, like, oh, there's, like, a central chip that can't get damaged or some crap, but, like... because this is a 90s future where cloud computing doesn't
Use a potion!
yeah, you're right, you're right. I don't know why I wasn't doing that. Probably because I was talking. Potion. Oh, shit, I used... Stop it! See, this is the problem with triangle being cancelled. That's like the last button I'm gonna try.
No.
Oh well.
Oh well.
I can probably like go to a shop near the beginning and get potions. It's usually how these go.
Yeah.
Fucking ice version of Bone Dragon over here.
Well, he melted.
Yeah, I slapped him with my body heat. Because I'm a hot-blooded protagonist. And I gotta adjust my chair all the time. Because the pressure is just too great. And that sounded like the end of like a Linkin Park verse. The pressure's just too great! And then, you know...
Yeah, they go back to the chorus.
Yeah. Wait, what? Where's the... Oh. This game's so freaking dark, I can't see, like, blatant, like, obvious paths forward sometimes. Need to,
Well, stairs downward are also, like, historically easy to miss. Like, they've done studies about this.
But, okay, I guess there's this whole gauntlet thing happening here now on these stairs. It's kind of weird, though, because you'd think you'd at least be able to see the gap. But I guess it depends on, like, you know, how distinguishable the far background is. Yeah.
I think it's like one of those, I think it's like on one of those things where, like one of those brain processing things, like how there are some people who can't point at things. I don't know if that was too abstract, but I can't think of any other examples.
I never even thought of that.
I've told you before that, like, if I'm not actively doing a task, like, the world loads in as one texture for me.
Huh.
So, like, if someone puts something, like, if my mom puts, like, back when my mom put, laundry in front of my room,
right,
so that I wouldn't miss it when I went to go take a nap, I just step over it, like, oh, just the ground is raised up here. Weird.
Yeah. I think it's pretty human to do that, because I think I told you in response that, like, my mom used to put things by or on the stairs for people to take up, and then no one would do it, and she'd be like, why is no one taking this upstairs?
Right. You did say that. Of course, there is, like, different levels of this, too. So there's something, like, I think that, not being able to see the passage downwards is even, like, more human, if that's what we want to say. I don't know.
I wonder if this is interactive, because it looks like it's, it's having tension drawn to it here, so... right. Maybe if I use brute force on it?
My knee-jerk is to have Elfster try to find another statue.
Is that something she can do?
I think that there are some innocent devils that can search, and I would just assume that the fairy would be one of them.
Yeah, that is how it works in Symphony. I thought I only saw her have, like, heal abilities right now, though. Yeah, I definitely got to do something with this, right? Let me look at the map. Just to, like, make sure here. Where am I? Oh, wait. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Okay, no. I was looking at the wrong part of the map, maybe? Maybe.
Yeah, these maps are weird.
Why did I cancel out of it? I didn't press anything. This map I'm looking at, I don't know if this is, like, fucking, like, rotated weirdly. I'm trying to figure out where the hell I am. Where it says floor 2, so, like... Oh, okay, I see it. I'm in the middle, and then...
Oh, I see it, too.
Yeah, and it doesn't list anything for this room, so maybe this... Maybe, if it's anything, I guess it's not significant enough to... Oh. I just had to slap the trident good enough.
Oh.
Okay, then. There's another thing to the side?
Yeah, I actually saw even before I looked. There's another exit to that second room there.
It seems like that just goes through some rooms and then goes back to floor 1, so I think I'll go up for now.
Alright. Sounds like a plan.
Because it'll probably, like, go back to another place, but, you gotta pick one first. You can't do both at the same time.
There's a second map of floor 1 on the, guide I'm looking at, so you probably go back after this.
I'm not playing as Carl Clover, so I can't do both at once.
Mm-hmm.
Do people still care about BlazBlue?
It's been falling out. I think I've seen people talk about the BlazBlue prequel visual novels more often than BlazBlue lately.
It seems like when Guilty Gear came back, BlazBlue just kind of got dropped on its ass. Was there ever a reason they didn't do Guilty Gear for a while? What's going on there?
I think at least, like, one of the biggest advocates for BlazBlue left the company. Is, like, the real thing that, like, started them disappearing from the world.
It's kind of weird, because I feel like when BlazBlue became a thing, it was kind of like, oh, you know, here's like a legally distinct Guilty Gear. But now that I'm searching my brain, I don't actually have a reason why they didn't just make Guilty Gear. Maybe there was, maybe they got like some marketing person being like, this is fucking impenetrable. Please start from scratch. And then they were like, oh, it's impenetrable, huh? And then made the most convoluted story of all time.
Yeah. One of those classic reactions where, oh, it's a negative reinforcement loop. No, positive reinforcement loop, but to a negative thing.
I always...
Because the negative... You go.
When they did, like, the first sequel, they had, like, the whole, like, the story so far, and it was just, like, a super abridged version of the story from the first game. And I didn't like how they just immediately made Hazama act like an asshole, because in the first game it was, like, a twist that he's actually a douchebag.
Yeah.
But then, you know, and it kind of seems like a retcon where it's just like, oh no, he's just immediately a complete dick to Noel for no reason. The thing with BlazBlue was that it was kind of hard to tell, like, okay, like, what's a sequel, what's an upgrade, and it all seemed to happen in such a short span of time.
Right.
That I kind of fell off, even though, apparently, like, Chrono Phantasma, that was the last one, right? That's probably, like, the most worth playing, like, if you've played the first one and you want, like... Cause
Progress?
Because the second one...
Progress?
What was the second one called again? The first one's Calamity Trigger. And then it was...
I don't know.
Christ. This is probably another problem with this series. You can't remember what the game's called.
So, like, because of the thing where the first letter of the subtitle is always C,
For some
I keep
reason.
thinking, like, oh, I just need to do, like, with the Final Fantasy VII Omnibus. So I'm like, okay, so they have, so they go A, B, C. So what comes after T? You? Calamity Uger? No, that's not right.
Who comes after Mr. T? You!
Oh.
He could have, like, had that as a quote when he was trying to be inspirational to the kids. Okay.
Oh, I gotcha.
I already saved, but, like, I wanted to show this real quick. Out of the corner of my eye, it looks like the third slot is selected because of the candles. You see that?
Yeah. if you unfocus your eyes, the like crown or like the arc in the middle looks kind of like a weird frog.
I do love weird frogs. They're pog frogs.
Yeah.
Call back! Woo!
Woo!
So when you get, like, your own, like, proper stream avatar, like what tell me about it.
All right.
That's the always the good thing when you don't know how to ask an interview question. Just like, tell us about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell us about a time when you felt proud.
Oh god, the eyes.
So, like, I've told you, like, in abstract, but also in private before, my attitude is, like, for the design is, like, turning, like, feelings into, like, that don't make sense into, like, physical things, like, oh, my knees get hot too fast, so the character's gonna be wearing shorts, but I'm, like, going to, like, really weird extremes with it.
This is so very you.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it kind of is, huh? It's the way I like my poetry. Just like take something out and like just like stew it in chemicals until it comes out to its component parts.
Yo, I wonder if you could plug in a second controller here and control the ID.
Yeah.
If you can't, then
Plug in a
that's
second controller and you can
a-
control a Virgil.
it's a real missed opportunity.
But yeah, so like he's gonna be like some sort of like weird homunculus, but it's not gonna be like outwardly weird. It's just gonna be like you're gonna be looking at it and it's like, oh, that doesn't make sense. If you like look too hard.
Are you gonna like go like all fanboy or?
Yeah, kind of. Like one of the things, one of the approaches. So he's gonna be tiny. One of the approaches is gonna be like, oh, well, one of my I had like eyesight body integration stuff problems, and one of the things for that was like I felt like my body was way too big. So he's gonna be the size that I felt like I was. So it's gonna be like one of them Shota types, but not like
man.
actually.
It's I always get like fucking crazy dissociation when I see myself in the mirror because I'm just like, that's not how I feel at all. Is it kind of like
rough.
that? That I've always had that. It kind of like got way less when I first started transitioning, I guess, because you know there's the kind of the high of like, wait a minute, I have agency in this.
Right.
Because once it's like, okay, this like basic massive hurdle has been crossed. Now I've unlocked the ability to just like, you know,
Yeah,
mess
you
with
can
my
start making
appearance.
changes to the portrait.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I suddenly like unlock the ability to be like, oh right, you can augment your appearance with like, you know, clothing and makeup and hairstyles and shit.
Yeah.
That was just completely locked off from me before because you know it didn't matter because the person in the mirror wasn't me anyway.
So I was thinking about something just now, and I'm like, you know, I don't know how much other people have this, but I'm like, I always kind of just thought about whoever I see in the mirror is just like, oh, that's what the mirror looks like.
Interesting.
But also, just now, I was like, you know, I felt that a little bit less after I started working out again, after having to stop for a little while. So I'm like, I guess, like, my face with a little bit of musculature is, like, closer to whatever me is. Even though it's still the mirror, but the mirror becomes, like, my brother or something instead of just some guy I saw on the street.
For me,
It's also, I guess it's probably also something related to my style of face blindness. I was talking to my mom the other day, and I'm like, oh, well,
this guy,
like,
jumping about.
Like, when you're telling someone about, like, more extreme, like, face blindness, it's like,
God.
they might be surprised to hear that, like, you can't tell if, like, I can't always tell if someone's, like, a different race or something. I can't tell, like, if someone's black or not, basically.
Oh my god. I always get like really like scared when I see a black person and I'm not sure like if I should be recognizing them or if I'm maybe confusing them with something else, because that's all black people look the same to you, right? But
Right.
you know,
yeah, just
my defense would be like all white people look the same to me too.
Yeah, there's some like really weird white fragility that comes from that. And like one of the angles, like I've been trying to figure that out recently, and I'm like, okay, so like is there like at least a trend or something that I can look at? And I'm like, okay, well, black people look like triangles more than white people do.
Please don't say anything that'll get us both canceled.
Yeah, I'm being very cautious.
See, what I heard is that there's just this scientific thing where, like, my dad told me this, so I don't have a direct source, but I also need to heal. That apparently, like, babies can differentiate between people better, but then, like, it, like, narrows to people who look like the people around them. It's like an evolutionary holdover from, like, tribes and stuff. So that they can more easily, like, recognize their own, because that would have been good for survival back in the day.
Yeah, yeah. I got really, really scared that you were... I mean, I wasn't expecting you to endorse it, let's say, but I thought you were going to say something about race science.
No!
I thought you were going to be like, hey, stupid people think this, and I'm like, okay, but... you didn't have to.
No, well, first of all, my dad would never subscribe to some bullshit like that.
Oh, yeah, no, when you said your dad, I'm like, okay, we're safe. We're in the good... good zone. Oh, man.
Okay, this definitely looks like entrance to boss right here, so... this is probably a teleporter.
Yeah.
And
oh, but, that idea is, like, pretty well substantiated, because it's really basically just like, okay, I need to tell my three brothers apart from each other. And all of them have parts that look like my mom and parts that look like my dad. So, how am I going to differentiate them? What's this door?
I think this is the save room.
Oh. I forgot that save rooms and teleporters are different here.
Well, they always are in Castlevania.
Yeah, I don't play much Castlevania.
But I like that they have different shapes in this, because they don't in the 2D ones. It's just always like, oh, here is a, like, single screen room on the map. So, you know, this could be a save room, a teleporter, or just a random room that has an item in it that may or may not be useful. Okay.
I could see the teleporter room being, like, just barely big enough for, like, to place a really mean combat room in.
Should I go down or into the big room, you think?
Big room, because we're already here.
Yeah, and I figure probably we're going to get something that'll help us out when we go down. You know, when we're gating things. Oh. This is not what I was expecting. I'm gonna have a... Oh, this is gonna collapse and I'm gonna have to fight.
Oh, also, actually, speaking of...
I love how he stopped so that this works.
I love how that he's still just standing while he's falling, too.
You just need like the slide whistle. I fucking love in Sonic Adventure when Sonic when the tornado gets shot down and he like falls and he's just like doing his walking animation in midair. Yeah. And it just does like a Okay, we're gonna get something like this here. The timing of that kind of made it look like I just like slapped his mouth shut.
Yo, this battle is a Final Fantasy XIV dungeon boss archetype.
Wait, is my dude summoning those eyeballs, or... I thought they were enemies, but they just seem to kind of fucking hang out. Oh god. That didn't... I got so stun-locked!
For some reason you can destroy the eyeballs, so maybe they're enemies, but...
Yeah, it seemed like I couldn't, though. Like, they were just kind of...
Oh. I thought they popped when you hit them.
Well, I don't know.
But that's really hard to tell, yeah. Maybe they just wore off at the right time.
Fucking ads. It really is Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm dead.
Yeah, but this is like the specific one. Whenever you see a land shark, one of them's going to jump up on land, and the other's going to attack from the water. Maybe they actually got it from this game.
Yoshi P just going to like the freaking B ranks of PS2 games to be like, what can I use?
Yeah.
As we all know, Yoshi P personally develops everything.
Yeah.
It's always interesting when it's like you got this like massive development team, but there's like anyone who's like a face is gonna automatically be responsible for everything. Even people who know better are gonna be saying that, like us.
Yeah.
So it's like all design things are Yoshi P, all localization things are Koji Fox. I can't seem to lock onto them or anything, so I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. I might just need to go find where I can get potions. Oh God, I'm trying not to suck here, but it's just kind of happening. And also, I don't... Yeah, okay, there it is. I couldn't lock onto that ad for some reason. I was having trouble with the lock-on, and I don't know why, because it works pretty... I guess the game's just really particular about when you're allowed to lock onto these guys, just to indicate, like, you cannot hit him right now. And I think, personally, I wouldn't make that choice, because it makes it, like, really obvious, like, oh, this is the dodge phase. It kind of, like, breaks immersion and doesn't have to... When it doesn't have to do that, you know? Oh, no, I can hit him. What the hell? Now I'm just confused.
I bet...
No, now I'm locked on.
Oh.
Never mind. You were saying?
I bet when they're riding each other like that, they're like being treated as like a third monster. And that's what's causing the weirdness. Chain!
It's so snappy that that's why I'm having trouble like dodging good. Because I can see the pattern, I'm just having trouble like controlling what I want to do here.
Yeah, especially for sweeping the ground attacks. Like I can imagine that being really weird. Like being hard to tell when a jump is going to start or end.
Just eating these random foods I found on a dusty castle floor.
You will give me an egg.
Oh, would you like an egg in this trying time?
Sure.
Okay, that was kind of rude. I was supposed to know that was going to land right there.
I wonder why some of them only explode.
I don't know.
And the others don't explode.
It's a mystery to me. What is with the like exclamation point that pops up for like a frame?
I think it's just the start of their attack animation.
Because I was like, okay, is that warning me? But it happened so quickly that I feel like I'm doing something that's causing that.
It's Spidey sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was seeing it earlier, I was like, oh, is there like an invisible chest or something? But it kept happening.
I don't know if...
Like, if you jump here.
I don't know if I had some way of attacking at range. You'd think you would.
Yeah, you can't remember all your tools.
Yeah, because there's just so fucking much. So I was like, is there sub-weapons? I know there were sub-weapons in Lament. I don't seem to have one now, I think.
Maybe Ferdinand would have had an attack if you manually controlled him.
Oh, could be.
That might have made things harder, though.
Or maybe there's like a different ID I can have. What does this do? Oh, it just heals me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, you know what? I've forgotten my character's name. Is this Hector?
I think.
Yeah, I guess he does not have the ability to wield sub-weapons. He just has all of this crap. I could see a certain type of gaming sicko just like really getting into all the stuff he can do in this game. But I'm just kind of like, no, I just want to know what my tools are so I can, Spirit of Fuji, a godly material from a distant mountain in the east. Wow, the east? A mystical land.
Fuji-san.
How long did it take you to figure out that Mr. Fuji was a pun from Pokemon?
Oh, until today.
Until just now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to save because I don't know what's ahead. Like, it might just be a room that gives you something, but who knows?
I don't think you can go back from here.
Oh, right, because I can't go up.
Maybe we should have gone down first after all. I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm sure we'll find a way to loop around,
Yeah, I suppose.
It'd be funny if you could just never get back to anything.
That would be appropriate for a game of this time, I think. I feel like they got really crazy with missable content in the PS2.
Bird. As if this whole thing could get any more SMT. What do I name the crow?
I don't know, that's kind of an A+ name already.
Ah, damn it. See, again, it's just like, what controls what here? I guess I could just leave it as that. But we have Eve and Ferdinand. I'm pretty sure those aren't the default names. I don't know. I guess that'll just be his name.
Oh, okay.
There's no chat to ask because this is pre-recorded.
Right.
Oh, okay. We can do some Sonic Frontiers shit now. Let's grab a fucking bird. Have you played Frontiers?
Yeah.
It's good.
I got the platinum.
Oh, I didn't do that. Even though it's definitely like a game where it's just like, yo, I can fucking... I can get all the things and keep getting dopamine. But it just kind of felt like, am I supposed to do this? Or are just this many of the things to collect for convenience based on, like, where you are physically in the game? Okay.
The trick is that you just fish forever.
Whoa, what? Huh?
You hit a wall.
Did I?
They made a sound.
But I didn't see a wall.
Yeah, I guess they got invisible walls for if you were like it. They only like blocked out the intended path.
I mean, I guess that's
So,
fair
like,
enough
if you're gonna miss
for a
the other
game
side
of
of
this
the bridge.
time. But I was trying to go straight, and then it was just like,
Yeah.
even though like, I feel like if it let me keep going, I could have still landed on the bridge. I don't know.
Yeah.
See, now we can go back. There it is. They gate it, the ability. So you have to get it and then learn how to use it to leave. Game design.
Fox, you need to help Slippy.
I really don't like that when I went to college for game design, after the first year they switched it all up so that instead of like classes, it was just like doing like group projects all the time to actually like develop stuff. And it was like, no, I wanted to just learn more from the teachers.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them didn't like it either because there was a big turnover at that point. It's like a lot of the teachers I liked were gone by the time I graduated.
Dang. That's rough.
So like, you know, I did not end up going into game design professionally because I don't like dealing with people. Like it was really
Well,
going to
maybe
be
you
like
did learn something.
either I meet the people I'm going to be working with forever here, or you know, whatever happens happens.
Right.
Because I really quickly just bounced hard off of the idea of like going into AAA development, which was clearly what they wanted you to do. Because I just immediately, like, I saw that bullshit coming and I was like, I am not doing that with my life. I think that'll be
like
really bad for me.
Every time you or one of my few other friends who have some education game design talk about your education, I think about when those game designers were like, oh, the UI design in Elden Ring is stupid. It should be more like Horizon Zero Dawn.
And then what? Where's the story going?
Oh, that was just it.
Oh.
It's like, oh, whenever you guys talk about your education, they're like, oh, in my school, we were taught to never have an equipment tab. Because that's too many tabs.
Oh,
you should just look through your shields. You should look through all of your items to find a shield.
I feel like that's something that could have come up in a class at my college, if classes had continued to exist. But, you know, rules are never rules set in stone. Like, we had an entire, there was an entire course called Ludology that was entirely about, like, you know, the concept of play. And, you know, one of the first things is just like, yeah, how do you define play? Because there's no way to agree on that. So
yes,
you need to know that you can't have a single definition of play, but you do need to select a definition of play to continue from there. Just kind of like knowing the limitations of what you can really do as a single person making things for many people.
I'm like trying to scan my memory for like if we saw any places that you could probably get over with the crow, but I'm not coming up with anything.
Well, we can at least get that like one bit on the first floor that I couldn't get to before. And oh, there's still that that one place. So I have to like loop around, I think, to get there, maybe. Because I can't get there from this version of this floor.
Right. Yeah, so probably there was a crow-based gate of sorts. But we didn't see it because we went up here first.
I remember in our first year, we need to use Unity for our projects. And then later, I think from the second year, we had to start using Unreal 4. Which was really just like one of the big telltale signs of like, oh, you don't want us to like, you want us to do the AAA shit exclusively, right? Because UE4 fucking sucked for 2D. At least it did at the time. Like, the tools were just not there at all. It wasn't designed for it, but the school demanded that we use it. We weren't allowed to use Unity anymore. But in the first year, like, I was trying to do the Reneko from Watanabe thing, but being like, I'm in a brand new school, I'm gonna be an extrovert now.
Oh,
so
no.
I was immediately the team leader on like the first project, and learned that I'm just not cut out for that. It's not a failing on my part, I'm just not that kind of person, no matter what anyone says. But yeah, like at one point it was like I had to explain why my team was falling behind on some shit. Get fucking Street Fighter grab! Fuck you. And it was just like, yeah, like Unity just isn't letting us do this thing. and one of the like supervisors for the project thing was like, it doesn't seem like I can mash out of that, so I don't know. There's fuck you, I'm confused. It's really just getting all
these crowd control abilities are weird.
Yeah, I need something better. There's probably a tool I can use to like better approach these guys that I can't seem to lock onto properly.
Like maybe you could cover yourself in explosive goo, and when they touch you, they get exploded.
I probably just gotta like fucking hold on to that block button for dear life. But yeah, like I was being like, yeah, Unity's not letting us do this thing, and that's like set us back. And the guy was basically being like, you know, they're like, back in my day, we had to walk uphill both ways thing, because you know these were all dudes that like developed games in like the 90s. And so he was just really unimpressed with me blaming Unity, but it's also just like, well, at least back then you had to make your own tools, so you would understand everything about how they worked, and if there was something it couldn't do that it needed to, you could add that.
Yo, this reminds me of a story, and like I'm gonna preface this that I'm not actually. I can't think of any way to tell it that doesn't make it sound like I'm still upset. So I was like, me and my friend were in a coding competition, and like we were like in first for like the entire thing, and then we got to the last one.
Oh god, I'm dying.
And we're like, okay, done. We send it out, and they're like, the code takes 37 seconds to run. We have a 30-second limit. Do it again. And then we're like, it finishes instantly on our side. Like, can you tell us anything about it? Like, does it like stutter? Well, not that word, but like, does it slow down at some specific point? And they're like, oh, we're not allowed to tell you. And so we tried a bunch of things, and we were never able to get it to start within 30 seconds on their machine. And so we were the only did not complete, basically.
I'm trying to like imagine a like real world scenario where that would apply, not having that info. And it's like, okay, yeah, end users can be really annoying to deal with as tech support, because a lot of them aren't gonna know like what they're supposed to tell you.
Yeah.
But if you're specifically being like, can you give me this specific information, an end user's not gonna say, I'm not allowed to tell you that. So I don't entirely understand the point of that limitation.
Yeah, and like there were some questions they were able to tell us, so whoever was like judging it like made an executive decision that whatever they thought the problem actually was something that they weren't allowed to tell us about.
I'm getting the hell out of here. I was about to die, and I have no idea how much progress I'd lose, so I'm just getting the fuck out of here. Madam?
What can I do for you? What do you need?
Yeah, give me some of these. God, I have 1,000 gold, so I could buy one freaking potion. I'm so spoiled by Lufia, where I just have so much freaking cash at all times. Castlevania shops.
I think I'm going to, my perspective on like RPG money is going to be messed up for a while.
Oh.
Cause in the Digimon story, I got stuck in a place where, because you can't return to it, they don't give you like vendor trash. So rather, they don't give you like craftable items that you might need. So everything is like diamonds and emeralds and digi-jewels. So I came out with like 2 million yen. I'm like, oh, I need to grind this place for a little bit. Oh, there's something that gives me $7,000. Oh, there's someone that gives me $50,000.
So, Castlevania shops are weird because they never seem to be able to decide like how useful they're supposed to be. The one in Symphony of the Night seemed like it was pretty situational, where it's like, oh, you might get these, like, buy this once, like maps and stuff, and like the
Yeah.
techniques, which, everyone would just, reload the game after learning how to do it, so they didn't have to spend the money. And things like that. And then sometimes you get a shop like this where it's like you got the consumables here, and then you have just like these like really low rank weapons that don't seem to change. Hold on, I need to go take my meds in a moment. But then in some of the games, it seems like the shop inventory does change over time and stay useful if you're willing to grind money. Okay, back in a second.
All right.
Okay. So what I was trying to say earlier about like making your own tools. I don't know if anyone's like made like a widely spread law about this, but I'm pretty sure it's a rule that like tools can make things easier, but you also lose agency because you're limited by what the tool can do. So if you don't make your own tool, you're entirely dependent on what the developer of the tool will let you do. So it's kind of like that whole political thing about trading freedom for security.
Well, I was thinking about it the whole time because, like, I've learned more recently that, like, the entire point of UE4, like, systemically, not like, it's not like the reason why Epic made it, but like the whole thing about Unreal Engine is that because it already has a lot of power, you can assume that anyone you contract to work on your project already has like the minimum level of knowledge to help. So it's like what things are allowed in public schools, like not allowed, but like encouraged to teach in public schools, is to basically lower the cost of hiring engineers and scientists.
Right.
But like college stuff makes a little bit less sense because at least in America you have to pay a lot of money to go to college, so you should be getting something not for other people, I guess. It's weird.
It's weird. Yeah, I'm having the same issue that you mentioned where it's like, where are we going to use the crow right now? I guess we'll go back to Mordvia and just kind of... I can grab this bit in the center here, the gray bit, and then just kind of go upstairs again and see where I end up there, I think? So we'll just go
Yeah, I guess.
right to the...
Wait, I kind of blanked out for a bit. Did we go back to the first level of Mordia?
I was fighting through a place and I was getting my ass kicked, so that's why I warped to the shop.
Oh.
So now we're going back to Morphia, and I'm just kind of planning out the route.
I got you. Okay, okay. This is more complex than I expect from this game.
Oh man, I don't know how easy it is to get back over to this section because you got to go upstairs and all that.
Uh,
But I guess that's the only direction to go here anyway. So
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter. I was a fool for trying to plan anything. But yeah, I really wish that there had been more traditional classes in college because I feel like a lot of useful game design stuff is just like what you can learn from people who've done it. You know, it's like learning a martial art from a master, you know? It's like a trade.
Yeah.
It's a trade more than it is like and if the problem with the whole like you're just gonna make a big project and that's gonna be what you do, you're kind of left to your own devices a lot of the time because when you're learning something, you're not necessarily always going to know what questions you should ask to get through something, you know? And if
Right.
you have a structured course, then it's way more like, oh, I didn't even consider this thing. That's really interesting and useful knowledge.
Like even when even when you have have a teacher, like for me with like math, like toot my own horn, I'm really good with math. Like the only times I ever like did badly in a math class was because they introduced new stuff in the homework and I would get the right answers for the wrong reasons and then on a test I would do the wrong thing. But because my work wasn't checked, I'd keep doing the wrong thing, and for some reason it wouldn't give the right answers. Friggin' weird.
Yeah.
I had to take the one level lower calculus class because of that. Ferdinand, you're changing!
Nah, he just made a devil shard.
Oh, okay.
It's like freaking hard catch pre-cure.
Yeah.
Where they always poop out the thing at the end.
The heart flower seed! It's coming! Ah! Do-do-do-do-do.
And that's not us being juvenile, that is just what happens.
Yeah. One of the toys is a toilet.
A toilet. Which could just mean a small toy, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's a Polly Pocket. I love watching him just go like all Hulk versus Loki on these fools.
Get stun locked.
Get stun locked, idiot. Also amazing to just kind of ignore some of these fuckers.
Yeah.
Like as long as I keep an eye on Fruity's health here, then. Of course, at some point I gotta like get more level ups too, but you know, fucking Castlevania, you never know if you need more stats or you just need to get good.
Yeah. Yeah, she told me what to do. She said, ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, wah, wah, bing, bang.
It's really just a central problem with any sort of action RPG is always like, okay, am I supposed to get good here, or do I just need more EXP or equipment or whatever?
Yeah.
And it's ideally that just gives you more freedom, like more ways to play. Like, hey, if I'm bad at this boss, maybe I can compensate by becoming more powerful, like my character becomes more powerful. But in practice, you know, it's really hard to design such a thing. So
Right.
it often just becomes a question of like, okay, what are they trying to make me do?
Like, even in, like, RPGs that just have a lot of numbers going up and down, like, I guess Digimon, for example, even if it's not, like, the hardest thing I've played, has like both elements and attributes that multiply into each other for weaknesses, so you can get like weird numbers like, oh, this does 2.3 times damage. Or like I've played some like real freak like dungeon blobbers.
Dungeon blobbers?
Yeah.
What is a dungeon blobber?
The blobber is, because it's first person, you could might as well be a blob.
Ah. I was just expecting it to be like a really cute dungeon crawler or something.
I try to play the cute ones first, yes. But that's just me.
God, now I want like another Evolution game again so they can make it good. I'm fascinated with series that are like almost good and then they never come out with another one.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, my thinking was like, oh, some games have like random chance that can really screw you, but you can't tell how screwed you are. So like you have to play a boss multiple times to even find out if you're not doing enough damage.
Yeah. I feel like it can...
Like,
in games like this, I can generally tell if it's just like I'm doing very little damage.
Right.
But you were
But
saying...
like this is really common in blobbers. I guess it's because they're one of those genres that's still made by freaks for freaks.
Mm.
But like I've played ones where like, oh, if you get critical hit, there's a chance that your body part falls off, or one where like, oh, if your character gets too much blood on them, they go temporarily insane. They get a berserker mode if you don't like pay attention to them and stuff.
These fucking noob Cybot motherfuckers.
So it's like, oh, like the fight can end prematurely and you don't realize the fight's over yet because you need to have a hammer to whack off the boss's mask or some shit.
That's poopy. These tattered banners, I keep thinking they're enemies because I only see like a little bit of them when I go in a room.
It looks like the feet of like one of the fishmen.
Yeah, or like a bit of a gargoyle or something.
Yeah.
Doing this again, I guess.
Blaze Master. Any chance we've seen an enemy earlier in the game that's Blade Master and these guys are a variant?
Maybe. I mean, once again.
Yeah, I'm on an ear.
Year-long gap.
I'm just like looking at this, I'm like, is that a translation thing, or... Nah, actually it probably isn't a translation thing, was my next thought, of course.
I have no idea if that's faster, but it feels faster.
What's the setup motion for that? It looks like you're playing an ocarina.
It's, you hold block and press jump.
Oh, it's a block, okay.
But yeah, it is like Ocarina, isn't it?
Yeah, because his elbows are out, but he's blocking his face.
I wonder if I'll ever click with Ocarina. Or if it's just impossible for me.
Maybe.
Because I'm like, I would like to understand why everyone loves Thing, but I can't figure out why people love Thing, so it's frustrating. It's nice when there are many things to like, you know?
Right.
If everyone's like, hey, this thing's great. I want to be like, okay, I want to figure out why it's great. I want to think that, but I have so far not had any luck with the 3D Zelda. And even, like, some of the 2D Zeldas that I've otherwise enjoyed, like, I just kind of fall off them.
Right. I'm usually pretty good at telling why other people are invested in something. But I guess I also get a lot of practice, because I'm a picky bitch.
I hope the like music drift isn't coming through on the mic because like it is really getting to like cacophonous levels.
If it is, I can't tell. So
Okay.
might not show up in
Yeah,
the
but you
video
know,
anyway.
Discord like filters very happily, so.
Good point.
Oh, what? Okay, there's the place. The place with the open. The place with the open.
Yeah.
Man, this is like this one time when I was a kid at school, and I guess it was like one of those like end of term things, so we were all allowed to like bring board games and things, and someone brought like a 3D battleship thing, and it was just like, how the fuck am I supposed to navigate this? Hello there. You were shooting at me, and I don't like that. I'm going to slap you. So we won't see. Stop.
Sacre blue.
Now that right there, that's a sturdy door. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, these are Gaibon. I wouldn't have recognized them without the name popping up. I mean, they are shaped that way, but like, I was used to them being like a big purple shade.
Right.
And this game doesn't have a lot of colors going on, so I was just like, oh, you know, some kind of gargoyle, I don't know.
I like how the monsters teleport in like like Mega Man.
And usually I'd be like, oh, you know, that looks kind of cheap when monsters just like, whoop. But like in this case, it actually helps to identify that they're there, so I kind of like it.
Right. It's got a function.
Yeah. And the aiming is the fucking lock-on is kind of messing with me right now. But I feel like
Lock-on
I
wants
can.
you to watch Ferdinand solo that guy.
I feel like I can't complain about any lock-on after fucking Mega Man Legends now, so...
I feel like I can't complain about any lock-on after Gundam 000.
Oh, like
That was-
lock-on Stratos.
Yeah.
It's just like, what are you talking about? The character names in that show are fucking incredible, aren't they? They're all pseudonyms, right? I haven't seen that much of 00.
I mean, I think we get like confirmation that 2 of them are pseudonyms, like outwardly, but I don't know, they probably all are.
I mean, it's like, it's Gundam, so they could all be real names.
Yeah.
With the fact that some of them are said to be pseudonyms does explain some things.
Right.
Like I know Setsuna is not his actual name, but I think Lock-On isn't either, right?
Right.
I'm just going off of like things Noth has told me because, yeah, I still need to like properly get into that show. Like, Noth tried showing it to me twice, and it didn't quite work. Maybe it's something I gotta just like watch on my own to like digest it better. That's what I did
Or
with
maybe even the
whereas-
opposite, because I kind of got into it by like watching it while I was cleaning my room.
Yeah,
So
I
maybe
mean,
it's like first screen entertainment, so to speak.
Because it is kind of distracting when you know you've got someone right there who's like, I love this show. Let me show you. The show, and it's like, oh god, I want to spot, and nothing really happens in the first episode. Okay, so
Uh,
there's a door there, and the map says there's a door there, How do I get in here? Do I have to use Crow? Am I not allowed to touch this?
Maybe there's a switch to stop the water somewhere.
Oh, could be. God, it's so fucking dark again. I don't think it's in this room, if so.
At least the darkness isn't coming out on this side, so it's probably like an HDR thing.
No, I think it's just that this room is too well lit for this game.
Oh.
There's
it's
no
overcompensating.
HDR, this is a PS2 game.
No, I mean, like maybe your TV is, like, overreacting. It's, like, fake HDR.
It could be. Like, this is a crappy, like, TV that's trying to be smart. You already had
My
that
TV
issue where
does this thing where it actually does have HDR, and I'm actually using, like, my PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 on it. But the HDR just keeps turning on and off every, like, 2 hours.
That's annoying. I'll try using Crow here, and if not, I guess I have to come back later when I figure this out.
Yeah, I guess.
I legitimately cannot tell the difference with HDR. Maybe if I saw it side by side, I'd be like, oh yeah.
Well, so, like, since I've been listening to a lot of a podcast with a really techie guy on it, and he's been, like, complaining about HDR a lot recently, so I'm, like, learning a lot. And, like, my takeaway is probably, like, I'm just never going to expect good HDR to happen, because what's actually ends up happening is that, like, the people who decide what the program's going to do when you have an HDR TV aren't doing the right thing with it, I guess. So it either doesn't change anything or it ruins things because they basically did the math wrong to really abridge it.
I'm trying to, like, I'm just looking at the map here, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, it's got the water gone after Dracula's castle rises. Okay, so I just can't do this part yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, now I gotta find my way back out of here. This stupid ass area with its 3 floors. So you can figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go. Oh, there actually is an icon for the glide skill. I can make use of that. But seriously though, this water is silly. It looks like a kiddie pool. Like, why can't I just walk over there?
Yeah.
They at least made it some kind of, like, deep poison pool, and I'd be like, ah, okay. You know, let me go in there and just, like, have the damage be fucking crazy, like in Metroid. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
alright, I can't do that yet, clearly. And then if you somehow pull it off, then that's fun.
Yeah, I was even thinking, like, oh, I'm seeing these things with big mouths barring your ways. I'm like, that should be lava.
Gotta make sure I have Furry on hand for any combat, because the crow's not really gonna help me, I think.
Come to me, fared.
Fur! Fur! Camera trying to figure out the lock on there is funny.
Apple bottom jeans, boots with the bird.
I still don't know what that song is. I just know that people, like, reference that memes about it exist. It completely passed me by, whatever that is.
Oh, you're so lucky. A freaking when I was doing summer school to get all my, like, requirements done early, during my gym class, they would play this radio station, and they only had, like, 4 songs. So they had, like, one... I can't even remember. So there was, like, one Oh god, I'm forgetting the names of the bands. Well, I guess that means I'm healing.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm that lucky because I fucking, when I worked for the Postal Service, it was so much Maroon 5. And their new single at the time was that fucking song Memories, the one that is just Pachelbel's Canon with nothing going on.
Oh. I was like, well, if it's early Maroon 5, then you could probably survive it.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, like some of their like early stuff I don't mind so much. Like that first album has some pretty good songs on it, but that's not what they were playing. Like the earliest they went was Moves Like Jagger. That's what we're dealing with. Okay, I'd like to get that, but like fucking. God, I don't understand this layout. There's just like stairs leading to nothing, but somehow you end up somewhere. I guess we're going here.
Yeah, I'm looking at them and I'm like, wait, that's not where we just came from. So clearly, I'm making a mistake.
This area is the worst for my like lack of spatial awareness. Okay, maybe if I go down these stairs to the right, I'll end up where I need to be.
I think that's back where the entrance is, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, because I'm trying to get to that platform I couldn't before, because I have Crow now.
Okay. I didn't know where the platform was, so I'm like, just checking.
Have I told you about how I think my like lack of spatial awareness might be like a dyspraxia thing?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't even know that that was a like dyspraxia was a thing that existed until
Right.
freaking Chibnall era Doctor Who of all things, where like a character has dyspraxia, but then it never comes up again after the first episode. But there it's just depicted as like that he can't ride a bike properly.
Right.
And I was like, well, that's familiar. Like, I have to put, like, all of my mind points into riding a bike so I can't pay attention to traffic. So that's why I can't ride a bike for all intents and purposes. But then later I learned that, you know, not being able to, like, find your way, not being able to remember where things are, even in, like, small spaces, is like, a symptom of that. And apparently it's, like, comorbid with, like, ADHD, so
right.
I'm like, okay, maybe I can self-diagnose that at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. At least well enough to start trying, to exercise it, let's say.
I just really like, when I was diagnosed with ADHD, it was definitely just like oh god, I can put a name to this.
Yes.
And, you know, now I can be like, you know, I don't want to use that as a crutch, but I can at least be like, okay, some of these things that are really difficult for me or that just don't make sense to my brain can be explained by this.
Right.
And I don't know if I've mentioned this on stream or to you before, but I was not diagnosed with ADHD as a kid because of the whole thing where it was like, oh, it's the 90s and everyone's getting diagnosed with ADHD or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was just like, no, you don't have that, especially because, you know, the popular depiction is just like someone who's really hyperactive, and I knew people who had like that kind. And, you know, I was just like a quiet, sleepy kid, so I guess.
Yeah, and then it turns out that's how ADHD often happens for girls.
Yeah. Which was another thing that we all need to figure out. But yeah, like once I was diagnosed and I was like, you know, learning to work with that, I like asked my mom, like, how was this never figured out? Like, I saw a psychologist as a kid, like, how did he not figure this out? And my mom was just like, oh yeah, you know, it was trendy at the time to like diagnose ADHD, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so because some people were a little, like, overly, you know, happy with the labeling, I don't get to fucking have my childhood work better. That's cool. Love it.
Nope. Banned.
And I think...
And I was gonna say earlier too, like the actual idea, like,
Fuck.
no. Oh,
Can
that jump is
Can I
slightly
steer
tight.
that better, or how do we get up there?
The thought for, like, the reason why people are usually against, like, self-diagnosis is,
Let's
like,
go backwards.
well, not even self-diagnosis, but over-diagnosis is, like, medication-related stuff. But it's like, oh, well, a lot of the stuff that I and you have been figuring out lately, respectively, how to put this? It's like there being a word for it makes it easier to, like, look up, like, solutions, I guess. Like, oh, it's not like, oh, take this amphetamine. It's like, oh, like, keep a notebook or something simple like that. I'm not sure if I'm getting to, like, the right point. Also, another brooch.
Yeah, that was the one I was trying to get this whole time. The brooch.
Oh. Brooch.
And I guess now I can just leave this area for now, because I think the only place to go is that one that was blocked off by a kiddie pool. There's a marker mode? I can put down markers? How do I delete them? Okay, like that.
I was expecting that to make red markers.
Well, controls, you know.
I think it's very silly to put a fairy chest behind a crow platformer.
I guess it's just to make you feel like having all these things is useful. I don't know.
They never do this shit in Paper Mario.
But, like, thinking about it, I think one time in high school, I was talking to, like, in American high school, do you have, like, where, like, one teacher is kind of like the class mentor, so you're supposed to go to them with your issues, or is that not a thing?
Not... I think we kind of move away from that, but, like, you do have, like, access to a social worker affiliated with the school. Like, the teacher being involved is, I guess, more specific to, like, elementary school? At least in my region. But for the purpose, like the intent of your question, then yeah, we do kind of have that.
Yeah, so, like, I was like, you know, generally, like, getting bad grades and, like, trying to figure out, like what the fuck to do. Because there's this whole thing, like, you know, middle and high school are kind of, like, merged into one. I've probably said this 1,000 times, but I'll do it again for anyone who is not familiar with how this works in the Netherlands, or at least how it worked when I was there. Yeah, it's you know, middle and high school are kind of one thing, and it's, I guess if you want to translate it directly, it's just called middle school, because high school is like a term for certain colleges, for, like, trade colleges.
Yeah, gymnasium.
But yeah, so once you get, like, halfway to the part that is the high school, the American equivalent,
Yeah.
you're supposed to pick, like, a direction to go in. And there were, like, 4 packages. I think that they've changed this since then, how this works, but it was like there was I went into, like, the most, like, STEM direction initially, with, you know, just, like, chemistry and physics and all that stuff. Because that's kind of just what was expected, you know. I was a nerd, my friends were nerds, and they went in that direction, so I was like, I guess I'm doing that. And I had really bad grades. I could not fucking deal with any of that. Didn't help that, like, my physics teacher fucking sucked. And yeah, so at one point I'm talking to class mentor because he's like, okay, what's going on? Like, I've seen you get good grades before. What's happening here? And we eventually worked out that I should go hard in the other direction with all the like arts classes. But I remember him, you know, when I was explaining why I had so much trouble studying, that he was like, hey, maybe you have ADHD, and I really like laughed it off because, you know, again, I was not the hyperactive kid causing trouble in class. And he was totally on the money. So wherever you are now, dude, you were right.
You sure showed me.
I sure showed all the people who failed me, more like.
Yeah.
But, you know, let's not get too down here. I'm looking, we're at the Ball Jam Mountains, we're at the Ball Sack Mountains.
Yeah, ball jam mountains is like getting your finger jammed, but it's with your balls.
Oh no, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Is that like when you get that thing where your ball goes back up and you need to get surgery?
Yes.
Oh no.
That can only be it.
Okay, it looks like there's an optional item we can get with the crow here. Oh, 2 actually.
Whoa, 2 items.
Yeah, man, 2 items.
As poggers.
So I feel like maybe I might as well just go grab those. Because, you know, now it's that part in the search action game where you've got a new ability and you just need to go figure out where the hell to use it.
Yeah, this is where the action stops and the search begins.
It really is. I did the same thing in Dawn of Sorrow last night, where it's like, I got the double jump, and now it's like, well, time to go back to the beginning of the game and just, like, go through everywhere and see what I can reach with a double jump. My map fucking rotate? Or was it like that the whole time? I feel like sometimes the map rotates around me, and I feel like I'm getting gaslit.
But those are oil lamps.
Okay, I gotta go into this little place here.
I was thinking of using the Discord like quack, but I realized since you're gonna be using my audio, it's not gonna show up.
Yeah, that's true. I'd still like to have like Discord audio separate from like other desktop audio, like if I'm streaming like the alerts and stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck around with like virtual audio cables and all that shit. I just don't want to deal with that again. Hold on, it's supposed to be here? Oh, can I get up there with the crow somehow? No, I could just do this and then go up here and then... Ah, there we go. God damn it, this thing is so finicky!
How about you?
Christ. If they could just, you know, make this a little less... Fucking Christ, you can't even... It just changes your direction from what you were when you were standing, it seems. So I'm like trying to aim at the thing, and the game's just like, no, you're not. Okay. So I can't do it over the tree because that's solid.
So like I'm watching you play, and I'm like, I think the issue might even be that because his posture has his left foot forward, it might be actually like hard to tell what he thinks is forward.
That's not good. Okay.
So like, oh, you're moving forward, and then it looks like you've stopped a little bit looking to the right. Ah, what
I
happened?
cleared it by like a foot. What the hell? What? Am I supposed to go directly over there? Is that what you want me to do?
Maybe. Yeah, you have the distance.
That's like the reverse of what you would expect, because this crops out more, and you would expect this to be like, oh, you come here, and then you walk to the chest.
Yeah.
And I get the fairy out again.
Welcome back, Elfster.
For a moment.
For the moment.
Open the chest.
Heal the
Whoa,
chest.
So big.
Extra small potion.
Oh, excess is what they mean. I was like, how is that an extra small potion? It looks very large. Unless it is supposed to be and something just went wrong. No, recovers all HP, so it is an excess potion. Like the Rina Sawayama song.
Alright, be gone, elf.
That makes it sound like I'm being mean. I don't mean to be mean. I just mean
Not
to
right
be
now.
me.
I just mean be me.
Okay.
And let me see for... I can't remember what song I'm referencing.
That's Eminem Without Me.
Yeah, without me, yeah.
FCC won't let me be or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me.
Thank you.
How can I remember all of that? Okay, so the mystery square is part of like a thing I can't get to yet because of more kiddie pool, it looks like. I don't know why that specific thing is like highlighted as like, ooh, spooky future thing. The other item seems to be kind of out of the way, and then that leads to Garibaldi Temple. I don't know if we're supposed to go there right now. Man, it's not looking like Garibaldi Temple has anything for us right now. Yeah, there's no crow stuff there at all. Maybe all the way back in the abandoned castle? I'm just trying to figure out where I'm supposed to fucking go once again.
I'm just trying to get home.
Okay, no.
Oh man, the Discord feed stopped
Yeah.
for a second and then the music started playing too fast.
Yeah, you look lagged out on my end. No, Abandoned Castle doesn't have any crow stuff either, so I am completely fucking lost right now. Oh, but we could at least just look at a normal guide now, because we know that we got the crow scale from beating that one guy.
Yeah. You finished searching the action.
Yeah, his name was Skeleton Diver, I think. So, I don't know. Game facts! Relieve me from my bingle bongle. Apparently I've been recording for 2 hours and 40 minutes about, but, you know, part of that
Yep.
was just I had it going while I was setting up, so I don't know how long the actual thing is. Okay.
It's 2:28.
Oh, because you've been recording your audio, so you can see that.
Yeah, and I started like 10 seconds after you, so.
I'm scrolling through here. Because this is a good old school text only thing with ASCII art for the maps.
Yeah.
Which are probably still more
Classic.
readable than that one guy's maps. Everyone loves this one dude who makes like 1 million fucking RPG maps on GameFAQs. I won't name him, but I don't like his style. I can't fucking read these maps for shit. So whenever I see that specific style of map, I'm like, God damn it, it's this guy again. And, you know, if everyone else loves all the work he puts in, which, you know, that's got to be a lot of work to make all those maps, then, you know, rock on, my dude. For everyone else, I can't deal. Just like Mega Man Legends.
Who am I to yuck your yum?
Okay, more for you. Aqueduct. Skeleton Diver. Skeleton Diver!
Will knife.
Noth likes the version of the Gao Geiger theme where it's like the crowd singing.
Yeah, the Grand Glorious Gathering.
And because of the emphasis they put on a certain thing, whenever I I'm trying to sing the song, and I get to I don't know the lyrics, so it's like, fuck, how does the chorus start? I can't think of another song when something's already playing. Tanjo! That's the only word I know.
It doesn't help that they change it between the versions.
But yeah, it's just there's extra emphasis on the word Tanjo, and I know what it means, so that just sticks out as the one word I can remember from it.
I always think of the one where it goes, Big Bang!
I fucking love the attack callouts and the Gao Geiger theme. Yeah. Someday I would like to karaoke it, and then I'll probably lose my voice, but it'll be worth it because it's so cool.
Broken Magnum! Burp, 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 burp.
Okay, found the part. Get the Spirit of Fuji, get the bird type, yeah. Bingle bingle, dingle dongle.
Bingle bangle bong.
You can get the Clyde items. Okay. Then there's a list of things to backtrack for later. What is your preferred way in a walkthrough to mention things that you gotta backtrack to in an area later?
I kind of like when there's a little page, a paragraph break, and then it's now you can do this, and then it ends.
Because right here, it's okay, because it's doing it area by area, it's just here's a backtrack checklist, and then it's just once you have this thing later, you can come here and do this thing. Which is an interesting way to do it. I don't usually see that. But sometimes when a game is just I'm going to divide this whole thing by area, and then I'm going to tell you in the middle of this area to go back to this other area, and when I'm trying to skim the guide to figure out, where am I, what I'm supposed to do right now, that ends up being confusing.
Yeah.
Because, my eye will catch a certain paragraph, and it'll be I'm supposed to do this thing, but they're actually talking about a different area within the section for the area that is overall where you're supposed to be now. So I get confused.
Yeah, I'm kind of used to those parts being color coded. So you're doing a dungeon in red area, and then it's and then so that horizontal bar is green, and it's hey, you can go back to this room in green area. Click here to return to the other ASCII map.
Yeah, I was thinking formatting would be really useful, and of course these old text guides can't have that, which is why GameFAQs having HTML guides now is actually very good.
Yeah.
But I've been recently thinking about maybe making my own little site with some RPG tips and things. I'm actually kind of working on this with D-Bomb a little bit to see what happens, because I've been playing some of these old RPGs, and there don't seem to be good guides, or at least the guides that come up when you search for them on Google or whatever aren't great. They I was playing Phantasy Star 1, and the guide I had was just misleading me in certain things, or making some snarky joke that misleads me because I'm no, I just actually need the info right now, I'm stuck. Or being oh, I hope you got this item from this place, otherwise you can't proceed here. And I'm oh, cool. Maybe you should have explained how necessary that was, because every time it's get this item, it doesn't explain if this is an important vital key item, or just oh, get this thing, get this potion or whatever,
Yeah, just get the thing, dum-dum.
And the same thing happened with Lufia 1 and Phantasy Star 2, where, like, those have better guides, but there were still some parts where I'm like, this isn't being explained all that great, and I think I know how to, like, format it in such a way that it's clearer.
Yeah.
Like, Phantasy Star 2 has a really good guide, but just, like, sometimes when it's trying to give you directions through these, like, fucking labyrinthine dungeons, it's like, okay, on this floor, go south, and then, head here, and then it's just like, I don't know where you want me to take the turn from that, because you're not being specific enough for me to grok it correctly, so I end up going in the wrong place, and then in some of those later dungeons, I can end up in completely the wrong fucking area and not know how to get back at that point, because those dungeons are fucking insane.
Speaking again about not having real teachers.
So yeah, I was just trying to be really specific about, like, how to format these things, how to be like, okay, let me, like, really clearly point out, like, warning, you are gonna need this item, or, like, make sure you do this. It's vital, so you can't miss it when you're skimming. Or just, having a certain way of displaying maps that might be really useful. If just having... Some of these old RPG dungeons have, like, even if you have a map, it's hard to figure out, like, what's the path I'm supposed to take.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out, like, a good way to just be like, okay, you can, like, enable or disable certain paths if you need, like, if you're going to need multiple runs to do everything. Because a lot of walkthroughs will be like, oh, I'm going to lead you past everything. And I might be like, no, I have, like, 1 million potions already. I want to go to the exit. But the guide will be like, go here for a potion. Go here for a potion. So it'd be useful if you could, like, toggle that on, like, a map. You can do this sort of thing with JavaScript and just figuring it out, because I never learned JavaScript properly. I have to, like, relearn how these things work every time I need it. Okay, it's telling me to go to a new area called the Forest of Jigramund, but how do I get there?
The exit is... I think you have to go from the aqueduct.
That would make sense. I was just trying to figure out, like, where in the aqueduct it is.
Let's see. It's right next to the boss. It's on the lower path somehow.
How did I miss that? Oh no, my controller turned off. Come back, controller. Okay, well,
Return to me!
It's vibrating, so it's on. It's just not responding to what I'm doing for some reason.
Controller, have you forgotten your master?
Let's replug it, because even the light on it is responding when I press things. It's just the game isn't. There we go. That was weird. Okay, so I'm in the Ballsack Mountains, and I gotta go back to teleporter. See, it just turned the whole thing around from what it was doing.
Rude.
I feel like maps are allowed to rotate if there's a mini-map so that I can see it rotating as I'm walking. But otherwise, it needs to just fucking stay in place.
Yeah.
Because, like, this shit is not okay. See, I just went the wrong way because of that. I think the triangle is me telling the my devil dude to target that guy or something.
The way it pops up makes me well, made me think it was like a finisher skill or something, but
Yeah, I don't exactly know how it works, to be honest. This game has so many mechanics.
isn't tight.
Thank you. It really does feel like it's got the bones of a sicko game. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, at least the place I need to go is near the teleporter. I have no excuse for missing that fucking doorway. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, okay, we just go down. Dunjo.
Otakino.
Gordion! Hammer!
Burp, 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 burp.
You know, I was jumping at this before. Like, where is it? Do we gotta, like, use the crow somewhere? You know, the thing that I was discouraged from experimenting with because it handles like shit and constantly gets caught on things that don't exist? That one? Supposed to use that? Hmm? I think that might be it over there.
Let's see.
It's so dumb.
You can now glide over to the next area.
In theory.
Yeah, okay.
If I was on an emulator, this is where I'll make a save state so I don't have to walk back up when this thing, you know, inevitably eats shit because it does that. I was not even remotely facing that direction, was I?
I wasn't looking that time.
Fucking... Oh god. I'm sure someone's gonna be in the comments like, look, you just don't get this game. You're supposed to do it like this. It's actually very easy and you're just being a scrub. That's generally how these things go. So, look, I'm facing toward it. I'm gonna press triangle. Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened before. I swear it was facing the same way.
The screen shakes so much when you land.
Yeah, it really keeps making me think I'm about to fall, like I'm slamming into a wall, and it vibrates too. So.
Voices. Yeah, I've got a little bit of phlegm. My allergies are acting up.
Yeah.
Do not go beyond your bounds. You mustn't speak nor act upon matters related to fate. You had better refrain from saying anything unsuitable.
Oh, that is correct, of course. But what about you? Is it not ludicrous for you to be guiding a traveler in these circumstances?
I am merely lending assistance to one who is seeking.
I don't know if we've met either of these dudes before because it was a year ago, but like, who is this fucking top hat man?
This discourse is at an end.
The bald guy seems familiar, but it might just be I'm remembering some other bald guy.
Yeah, it might just be like, hey, he's legally distinct Shaft.
Yeah.
I will keep returning until the day you finally surrender.
Now
that
I'm
guy-
off to whip some animals for my circus. Woohoo!
And that guy is from Virtue's Last Reward.
Quan Chi. Oh, that's kind of cool, honestly.
So, those two are enemies.
Okay, well, he seems to know who they are.
I hope they don't say anything untoward. No! No, Bartholomew! Don't fly directly into the arrows, Bartholomew!
Yeah, I'm bringing Furdy back for this. I think he might be better suited to dealing with these guys. Get out of here, Sniper Orc. You're not wanted in this place. There. Oh, he's pooping again. Oh no, he's actually evolving, maybe? Whoa! He's crystal, liquid golem. He's
Liquid
chaos
golem.
now. He's got like the fucking meat inside and everything.
He's got the meat.
Yeah, Chaos got like he's got like the brain, right? You can see.
He's got the mega shards from the new Pokemon.
Okay, this is all just happening right here. There.
Okay, so those are
thanks.
Ferdy's attack. Just to
Yeah.
be confident.
Okay. This is kind of like hard to see on the map, so I'm just like, I'm gonna go here first so that I don't overlook it later.
Yeah. I already had one of
Sometimes-
those problems.
Sometimes I'm confident about like going in without the lock on, and it's just like, I just whiff real hard. That dude's so much further away than he seemed. Did you see that? Maybe he was just like floating backwards at the exact same speed as I was going forwards or something.
Oh.
But I was just like, oh, he's right there. And then it took me like way longer to actually get to him because he was not where I thought he was.
Objects in the distance may be further than the distance. No, nearer.
Objects
No
in
farther.
The nearer mirror. The mirror near. Ow. Mirror near automata. I know it's supposed to be automata, but no one says that. Even the guy who made the game doesn't. He says automata. He's like, Near automata t-shirts!
Near Automata t-shirts! Near Automata t-shirts!
Shit, Square Enix!
I agree.
That's another game where maybe, you know, someday I'll go back and click with it better.
Yeah.
Can you...
When you're not depressed, I guess.
Okay, I got the
You learned
Freddie
Mercury steam.
I got the Freddie Mercury sphere.
Now he can ruin frickin' Donkey Kong.
I love that we both immediately had a reference ready for that.
Mercury is a very distinct word, so...
Dude, did you see this wobble comboing this guy?
Yeah!
That was awesome.
That ain't Falco, that's Ferdinand.
Yeah, but Ferdinand's better, so it doesn't matter. I didn't know that was a doorway? What the hell just happened? It just looked like
Yeah,
the
and
thing
you,
was
like-
continuing, and it was just like... whoop.
And you moved while you were like still 5 feet away from the actual doorway,
Yeah,
too.
that was really weird.
Rosario.
Oh my god, there's so many fucking people who, when they see, you know, my username is Rosiro, they read it as Rosario. Like, my fucking screen name is just one of those words that gives people immediate dyslexia out of nowhere. For some reason. I'm like, how is it hard to parse Rosiro? But they're all like, Rosiero, Rosari. I'm just like, what do you mean? Sometimes even when it's Rosie Rosa, which you'd think would be even easier to parse, they still get confused. I'm just like, what is going on here?
For some reason, it took a really long time for people to stop calling my OC or my character in game Sneeka instead of Senka.
Sneaker.
And it's like, where'd you even get that from? And like the weirder thing too is, it's not like people like learned. It's like new people stopped making the mistake. And I just stopped talking to the old people. So I guess I'm surrounding myself with fewer dyslexic people or
I
something.
don't know.
So weird.
I had certain words where I would just like, my brain would just insert an extra syllable somehow. Like Myrmidon.
Myrmidon.
I always
Yeah.
read it as Myrmidian for some reason for ages until like Noth and I were talking about Fire Emblem Echoes and he's like, oh, Myrmidon. I'm like, what? Oh god, it does say Myrmidon. What the fuck?
I think I always I thought it was like Mimidon or something like that. It's been a while.
It's like the reverse of how aluminum happened.
Yeah, alumum. No, wait, it's alumium. That's my favorite version of it because no one uses it.
No, but I meant how it's aluminium, but then America turned into aluminum somehow. So it's like the inverse of what I was doing.
Well, actually, it was always when it was invented, the guy trademarked 3 names for it.
Oh, interesting.
Aluminum, aluminium, and alumium.
I was not aware of that at all. That's wild. I always just thought that
Yeah.
it was aluminium, and then Americans changed it because that's
well,
how
it's
how
also
that happens.
weird in the other direction. I think European English, Englishmen, just like to add syllables. Because when you I can't remember what the word is. I was I was watching someone play Superman 64, and it was oh, you can use his freeze breath to frostitize people. Or something.
I mean, that
And
just
he's
sounds
that's
like
how you know
streamer
this
talk.
is Titus.
That just sounds like streamer talk to me.
Yeah. Google synonyms for freeze. I'm curious
I'm fairly
now.
sure that's not officially a word, frostitize. There's some pretty crazy slang in the UK, though. Like rhyming slang? It's crazy shit. Back to you fucking golden axe, dude.
It might have been some
Just
conjugation
fucking
of
annihilated him.
frigorate, frigitize, or I don't freaking know.
I've never
I'm
heard
not finding
frigitize
anything.
before.
I know eyes is the one that usually gets added at the end, but I can't think of any examples. Oh, I've got an example, but this is the opposite, because,
Indigo steel.
petrification versus petrifaction. But I think all American English uses petrification.
I've
So
never heard petrifaction before, I think.
you need to play more Final Fantasy 14 then.
I've heard putrefaction. Not sure if that's a real word, because I heard it in a Ghost song, and there's always some fun ESL in Ghost songs.
Yeah, putrefaction is a thing. It's I can't think of anything. It's like a status effect in a strategy game or something.
Guys,
It's super poison.
leave my Ferdy alone, you bitch.
Indigo Steel.
Yeah, I was gonna say Indigo Steel sounds like a cool band name or something. Oh, I got a map.
Yeah.
And now I can see where the teleport and save is gonna be, so I can plan ahead
Yay.
with that. Yeah, I don't want
He's
Freddy.
resting.
I don't want Freddy to die, so I might switch to Eve here, and then Eve can heal me, and then hopefully I can make it to the save room proper. Are you gonna do it? I don't know why it defaulted to not auto, because I had it on auto, didn't I? Maybe I switched it by accident while I was trying to open that chest, and it remembers per id.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
fucking stupid. Just calling familiars. Christ, innocent devils, fucking shooting bullshit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Ah!
I was gonna launch in that fucking supernatural battles rant.
Oh yeah, that one.
lock this real quick, and then head to the save room.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Do you want to keep going, or should we, like, call it for this session?
Yeah, I was gonna think about winding it down soon. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been going for a good while. We finally made some progress.
I usually can't play games myself for more than 3 hours.
I definitely, like, I can't do it in one go anymore.
Elf, you're changing!
Killer Bee, she became Cammy. But, like, crappy brainwashed Cammy with the blue outfit, so that's really not worthy of Eve, but... Oh well.
Dang.
Seriously, I do not like the blue outfit on Cammy, and I hate that that was just like her default for so long because of all the sprite reuse in the CPS2 era.
I hadn't considered that. Yeah, that could be a cause of a little bit of animosity.
And it's not like it would have, you know, it's not like it was unheard of for them to make a second sprite set. Like, in one of the Versus games, Chun-Li got her Street Fighter 2 outfit, I guess because it was more iconic. Instead of just using the Alpha sprite straight up. And then they backported that into like an updated version of Alpha 2. So people who don't know about it being in Versus are just like, whoa, they made a whole alternate outfit in a 2D game? It's crazy. But yeah, they could have done it with Cammy, but they just stuck with the fucking Bison outfit, and I don't like it.
Dang.
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 But yeah, that's that for now. Do you want to do another session of this together, or?
I suppose I can, yeah.
Yeah, because this
don't
was
see any
really
big problem
fun,
with it.
and it's like, okay, my original plan was to like rotate, but like, you know, I feel like we could totally like do this more when we're both recharged. So.
Yep, that's kind of... Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, maybe you could, maybe you might end up needing to do more than one full rotation at that. Alright, so I might be showing back up again, I suppose.
Yeah.
Streamer audience.
And for those watching on the YouTubes, because that's direct to YouTube is what this is. There's no theatrical version of the stream, because it's not a stream. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Love you all. Don't forget to tell your friends about Rosie. Follow me on these things down here. Engagement on YouTube is very helpful because they're still being shitheads about you know, my channel, and I don't want to show it in my face to verify. So engage with those videos, you know, comment, smash that like button. Ugh. I hate having to be like, you know, subscribe and just like and everything, but that is what you need to do.
Make sure to hit that bell so you get notifications.
You know, if you want to stay up to date on the latest Rosie stuff, do that. But like, I don't like begging for this stuff. I don't like doing the calls to action. It makes me feel very tacky. But yeah, that's what the YouTube algorithm seems to want. So please do, if you like my stuff, please do that. The like and comment, subscribe, and fucking.
Alright, bye B. I don't got anything to announce.
Fucking Ferdy belly flop under that like button. Rose rolling out. And this is where like the post thing goes, where I just keep talking for a bit on the end screen.
Yeah, I don't got anything to say though.
That's okay. You can come up with something for next time then.
I'll try.
Yeah.